Hey guys, how you doing? How's the family? Good? Good. I would hope so. This morning my mom was issued a notice about school shooting threats that were going on Instagram. She sent it my way and it was extremely creepy, and I thought that I would share it, and I felt a sense of immediacy and danger towards it. So I read it, and apparently it was an Instagram account by the username Jim the Clown. And in the description of this Instagram profile, it said this. It goes on and on about going to Broward and Miami-Dade County schools, killing 5 people, and it had a hit list of all of the schools that were this person's target. Now, I went on Instagram to look for the account myself because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't something fake, and what I found was so completely unnerving. There are multiple accounts and multiple threats by people using deviations of the username Jim the Clown. Now, these threats are apparently coming from people that want to either scare or prank or actually have horrible intent to terrorize schools dressed as clowns. This is definitely where the line between creepy and dangerous gets crossed, because threatening to kill people, children, at a school should not be a joke to anyone. I found a ton of other very vague accounts, all consisting of saying the same things, and they were not just in Florida. There were some for Dallas, there were some for other states. It's kind of terrifying because it seems to be happening a lot in a lot of different places. People seem to be dressing up as clowns and committing crimes. Now, these accounts said that these shootings would happen on Halloween. Halloween lands on a Monday, October 31st. Honestly, if I was a mother and I had a child in school, they would not go to school that day. On Instagram, I began posting all of these accounts and telling anyone I could to block these accounts, to report these accounts. I would hashtag it Miami-Dade County Police, anything like that, to try to put it out there. I put it also on Facebook, and on Facebook, people were repulsed. Instagram actually sent me this notification letting me know that one of the accounts that I put a claim against got closed. That's great, but that doesn't mean that the danger is gone. Just the spreading of that hate has been somewhat nipped. Now, I'm making this video because I believe everyone has a right to defend and to know what's going on in their community so that they can save their loved ones from potential danger. Yes, it's already crossed my mind if this is just some really sick prank, some joke, and even then it is so highly fucked up for anyone to joke about what is a terror attack on schools here in Florida. I'm also here to talk about Jim the Clown. I continue to research about Jim the Clown and the Clown Clan, which is apparently a group of kids that got arrested not too long ago for the same idea to go into schools and hurt people. This is not a creepypasta, this is not a myth, this is a real threat that has been happening sporadically throughout the US. First, let me say that it started with weird, eerie sightings of people dressed as clowns with weapons on streets, in neighborhoods, even on the front porch of private homes. This was in Jacksonville, where they caught eerie footage of clowns coming up and onto their front porches. If you saw this in your home, would you not be terrified? While these sightings were scary and non-violent, other than that poor pumpkin, things began to escalate. In Greenville, South Carolina, there were so many reports on fully grown men dressed up as clowns, luring children into the woods, offering them money. In North Carolina, a similar thing happened, and they were offering treats to go into an abandoned house in the woods by a pond. They began to get so many reports that authorities issued a 10 p.m. curfew and that no children were allowed to walk the streets alone by sundown. In Bakersfield, California, there were a couple, I think it was art students, or they were doing a photography project, and they shot photographs of creepy looking clowns all over Bakersfield. Now that inspired dangerous copycats to walk around at night with chains, with baseball bats, with machetes, once again fully dressed as clowns. Apparently, there are more reports of this in Indiana, there are more reports of this. I believe it was yesterday that Georgia schools had to do a lockdown because they received phone calls and reports of creepy clowns lurking in the neighborhood. Tips were coming in from colleges as well. See, these are constantly schools. These are high schools, these are middle schools, these are colleges. Highly populated places in which you could cause a lot of damage if you want to hurt people. 7 arrests were made in Cincinnati of men who were dressed as clowns who were terrorizing civilians and threatening high schools. I actually found some pretty scary 911 phone calls that I'll put at the end of the video. So if you want, just wait until after the outro and I'll leave it there for you guys to listen. I understand that it's October. I understand that, oh, it's scary. They're just trying to whatever. You don't threaten a school. No one knows if Jim the Clown is one person or a unifying name of people that go out under the Clown Clan. After researching this much and seeing everything in a grand scheme, it really makes me think if those sightings in Jackson, Florida were kind of a warning of what's to come. There was that one shooting a couple years back of that person that was dressed up as the Joker, as a clown, and shot up the theater. My theory is that if there's really a gang or a group of people coming out of the shadows that have glorified or iconicized someone for killing, this might be the man that they are idolizing. This is John Wayne Gacy, or more popularly known as the Killer Clown. John was a man who was legitimately a clown that would go to kids' parties to entertain. This is back in the 60s and 70s. But that was just a part-time job. His full-time job was murdering 30+ young men and children. He would rape and asphyxiate just before killing each one of his victims. His youngest victim being a 10-year-old child. Word to the wise, if you were thinking of going dressed as a clown for Halloween, I would severely suggest you rethink that choice. For your protection and everyone else's. You could get called out, people could think you're intense or malicious, you can get reports made on you, you might even get arrested for being suspicious. And if you're mad and want to fight the power, honestly, think about how insensitive it would be. Our community just got threats. Just chill. And make it easier for the dipshits that want to cause harm to be spotted. I'm not saying everyone dressed in a clown costume is dangerous because maybe they didn't get the memo, but you know what? It's our jobs to put it out there because there's a real threat going on. Thank you for watching, and please share this video. People deserve to know if their loved ones are in danger so that they can take precautionary measures. Also stick around for the 911 phone calls that I left after the outro. Alright guys, please stay safe, be vigilant. We need some funding in schools so that we can military train our students. So if someone busts in with a gun, just you got 20 or 40 people that just attack. Because we're too weak right now. Oh, she's pro-child soldiers, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not. I don't support that, but I do support being able to kick ass when you need to. Alright guys, I'm gonna go edit. Bye.
Cars, so many cars.
But I gotta stay in my lane, boy. Yeah! Hey buddy, just cuss me, okay? Okay, cool. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the cold read. Okay, so here's the script. Now read the lines about 400 different ways, and when you get to 400, keep going. Honestly, the moment that I just got there, this gorgeous fucking model woman got into her car, and I was like, what? Bitch, I'm not walking in after that! All that matters is that I had fun. And if I don't get it, I mean, whatever. They just didn't like my face. It's okay. They're not the first. But if I did get it... Oh my god, it looks so much better on you. Hey guys, this is Editing Gabs. Real quick, all of my sources are in the description below. Thank you guys.
911 emergency dispatcher Marshall.
Hi, I need to make a report of a clown coming up behind me and grabbing me by my neck and making a threat.
Alright, hang on one
Yes,
second, okay?
okay.
Let me transfer you over, alright? Female stating that she wants to make a report about a clown coming up behind her and holding her neck and making threats.
Franklin Police Fire and EMS.
Hi, I just got home from work and got out of my car, and I have heard so much about this, I didn't even know this was actually true, but I just got chased by a clown up into my door of my apartment.
Where was the last place you saw it?
So I live up a balcony, and right before I got to the steps, it ran around the side of the building, and I just ran as fast as I could up into the balcony and shut my door.
Like behind the apartments?
Yeah, it was behind my building.
Did he say anything to you, make any threats, or just chased you?
No, it just ran at me.
And I know this is a silly question, but can you give me a description?
It was like a full clown suit. All I saw really was white and red. It was like a plastic mask, or like a all over full mask around his head.
All right, we'll send somebody out in the area, okay? Do you want to see an officer, or you just want us to see if we can find them?
Yeah, maybe just check the area.
Okay, we will.